So you're thinking about moving to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Well, in this show, we're gonna talk you through the pros and cons of living in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And if you stick around until the end, we're gonna talk about one con that catches everyone's attention. We're getting after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything that there is to know about living in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to learn about current market changes in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. My name is Brandon with the Cana Group here at Keller Williams, and we get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking to make their move to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, or schedule a live Zoom call so that we can help you make a smooth move to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Winters are usually pretty mild with an occasional week or two stretch in the 30s or 40s, though much of the time it's in the 50s. At Thanksgiving and Christmas, you may be wearing a jacket every few years or so, but many of them are still short sleeve weather. Fall and spring are favorites for many locals, especially the fall, because the temperatures are generally in the 60s and 70s, perfect for walking the beach and many outdoor activities. In the fall, the ocean temperature stays warm enough for us to continue swimming, surfing, sailing, and kayaking through all of September and October, which is a great time to spot dolphins and sea turtles. How about the cost of living in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina? Well, overall, we're rated on the cost of living index at 94, with 100 being the average in the US. Check this out. South Carolina is rated the 18th lowest on that 50-state cost of living index. So we are 6% below the average and considered pretty affordable. Our housing, transportation, property taxes, and health costs are lower than most of the country. And our utilities and groceries are just slightly higher than the average. Now, most of the new residents to the area are thrilled with our lower property taxes and our relatively lower cost of housing, and our gas, insurance, and grocery costs. Here are a couple of examples of property taxes on single-family homes. One in Myrtle Beach, the city of Myrtle Beach, and one in an unincorporated part of Horry County. Now, for those of you who don't know what unincorporated means, it means outside the city limits or in the county. In the city, this one home was bought a number of years ago and was reappraised by the county tax assessor in 2021 at $450,000, even though the market value of the home in 2022 was over $700,000. As a primary residence, that home paid less than a total of $1,450 in property taxes. Now, the home in Horry County, that one was appraised in 2021 at a value of about $300,000, and its total taxes for the year were about $1,100 per year. Those taxes would be over 50% higher if the home were a second home rather than a primary residence. But even those second home property taxes would be much less than many of our transplants were paying elsewhere. Now, our automobiles are subject to property taxes as well, and our car insurance is a little higher than some areas. Now, that is our only area that we occasionally hear a complaint about from our newcomers, depending upon what area they move from. Now, our state income tax was just lowered from 7% to 6%. We're all pretty excited about that new law. Myrtle Beach, all in all, and the surrounding areas are a pretty affordable place to live year-round. Another pro about living in Myrtle Beach and in all of Horry County is our great selection of schools, both public and private. Horry County is a county-wide school district with a strong board and administration, and a lot of great teachers that want to live and teach in our area. Now, a lot of people are curious about the Carolina Forest School District and the St. James School District. Many people like these two different school districts in our area. My daughter, 19 years old, went to St. James High School, one of the great high schools in our state. She ended up going to Virginia Tech. She's in her second year there now, good old Skylar Nobles. and she's doing great. She loves it, but particularly people find of interest Carolina Forest, that school district, and the St. James School District. And while we're talking about schools, a lot of the experience that our children have in schools, could be directly correlated with how involved we are with their teachers, with them, getting involved, showing up to school, getting our face out there, and getting known. So something you might want to consider when you're checking out your, school. Obviously, you want to pick a great school for your children, but also, put that extra effort in. And I'm preaching to myself here. Put that extra effort into, establishing a relationship with your child's teacher, going to a few events, getting involved, making sure that your face is known there at the school, that your child's teacher knows who you are, and work to establish and build a relationship with the school and with the teacher that's teaching your children. So there's always a lot of talk about school systems and which one is the best, and you can have a great child that goes to a great school district and not have a good experience. But the things that you can control are your level of involvement, you getting involved with that teacher, and making sure that you're involved in the events at school and that you're known there. So if you're looking for good school systems, look no further. We have been consistently ranked in the top 5 school districts in the state, and our voters have long supported new schools, programs, teacher pay, which keep us at that high rating. For preschool, we have many public, private, and church school offerings that get our children off to a great start. Now, my son, Jax, went to Presbyterian church school called Celebrations. He had a phenomenal experience there, great principal, great teachers, and one of the things that blessed us so much was our child felt loved, he felt cared for, he felt supported. So, there are many public, private, and church school offerings here in our area, so if that's something that you're interested in, we should have what you're looking for. We have several different private schools in the area, north, south, east, and west, which meet the special demands of parents looking for a different educational approach than what the public school offers. Private schools like Calvary Christian, where my son Jax goes, and my oldest daughter, Skylar, went. Christian Academy, and even St. Andrew's Catholic School, just to name a few. And we have Horry Georgetown Technical College, with branches in Conway, in Myrtle Beach, and in Georgetown, offering associate degrees and a wide variety of job-specific classes and trainings. Finally, we're blessed to have Coastal Carolina University, a growing program with a nationally renowned marine biology program, Division I college athletics, and many cultural programs for the entire community. So as you can see, education is alive and well in Horry County and in Myrtle Beach. Many residents ask about our healthcare system, and Myrtle Beach stacks up pretty well in that category as well. Our vast healthcare providers revolve around our 4 hospital systems operating in Horry County, led by the large for-profit Grand Strand Medical Center, which is part of the publicly traded HCA Healthcare Company. HCA has several locations throughout the county, and it has attracted great medical talent and specialists to the area. Tidelands Hospital, Conway Hospital, and McLeod Medical Center all have more than one location in our area and have multiple medical alliances. For those times when another opinion or a specialized treatment is needed, we are only 2 to 3 hours away from such prestigious hospitals as MUSC in Charleston, which does have cooperative agreements with systems here, and Duke, UNC Medical Center, and Wake Forest Bowman Grays Hospital in North Carolina. As far as transportation, the Myrtle Beach International Airport is a large, modern airport with many direct flights, as well as unlimited connections through nearby Charlotte and Atlanta. We also have a public transportation bus system and, of course, lots of rental cars, cab services, Uber drivers, Lyft operators that service our area because of the very large tourism industry here. Now, I could go on and talk about the restaurants, the 60 miles of sandy beaches, the 90 golf courses, But a lot of people choose to vacation here because, and that a lot of people meaning 19 million people per year visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for vacations because of all the restaurants and all the family to-dos and attractions, all the exciting entertainment. There's lots to do here. And, with the beach and the attractions and the restaurants, and don't get me started on the food. If you haven't visited Magnolia's restaurant right here at 26th Avenue, it's called Magnolia's at 26th. It is phenomenal country cooking, let me tell you. I mean, fresh grown greens right there on the farm, a farm locally here. They actually bring food from the farm to the buffet. You eat it, it is phenomenal. Country style steak. They have some seafood on there, fried chicken. You can imagine, it is great. But that's in another video. I'm gonna do a video on our top 10 local restaurants in downtown Myrtle Beach. Be sure to check that video out to get the scoop on the locals' favorites. But tourism it's huge here. It's huge in Myrtle Beach. Again, 19 million people visit here. That's because there's a lot to do for tourism. So if you're thinking about living here, you're thinking about visiting, we invite you to come. There won't be any shortage of activities to keep you and your family busy. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, which is to talk about our lifestyle. The Myrtle Beach area is all pro when it comes to offering a great lifestyle, starting off with our 60-mile stretch of beach known as the Grand Strand. Surfing, sailing, sunbathing, or just walking the beach, our beaches are the best, and they are enjoyed year-round by our residents. Now, think about that, year-round at the beach. You can go to the beach during the wintertime. Think about those cold winters. You get out of that cold weather up north or wherever you are and get to enjoy a nice beach time year-round. And we have other water activities as well in our many rivers and marshland channels, where boating, fishing, skiing, water skiing are frequent activities that our many residents enjoy. We have endless restaurants to choose from, and in another video called the top 10, or something like the top 10 local restaurants in downtown Myrtle Beach, check out the video. It's where I cover a lot of the locals' favorites. We'll go into all those restaurants, but we also have sports bars, professional entertainment venues like Carolina Opry and Pirates Voyage. If you want, look those up online. You can get their websites and check them out. Great dinner shows and stuff like that. Medieval times. Anyways, but we have tons of entertainment opportunities to choose from here in Myrtle Beach, as well as over 90 local golf courses. We have Division I college athletics at Coastal Carolina University, as well as many lectures, music, and cultural programs at the university that are open to the public. Speaking of culture, we have a wonderful Long Bay Symphony here, as well as a master chorale choral group and an art museum with many permanent and traveling exhibits, as well as public programs. Most notable is the beautiful Brook Green Gardens located just south of Merrill's Inlet. My wife loves this place. Over 9,000 acres of botanical gardens, American sculpture, low country zoo, and natural beauty for all to enjoy. Whether attending a special event or just enjoying a picnic and a few quiet moments, Brook Green Gardens is a world unto itself and a local treasure. From the beaches to Brook Green Gardens, living in Myrtle Beach is truly a treasure for those who choose to live here. Of course, there are a few cons to living in Myrtle Beach, as there are in every place where you live, and we would be remiss if we didn't point a few things out. First, we must address the lower wages in the area, very much connected to the fact that our main industry is tourism, rather than tech jobs or higher paying manufacturing or research jobs. The lower wages are generally not an issue to most of our retirees who move here, as they are either not planning on working at all or happy to work in the retail businesses, the restaurants, the golf courses in our area. Often, retirees work part-time anyways, so it works out well. Now, there are some decent jobs available, including our growing medical industry and education, and in our strong real estate, construction, banking, and insurance businesses. Now, we are also in an area that has been very welcoming to entrepreneurs who've opened small businesses here, from small shops to tourism services to food and supply services. Myrtle Beach is very welcoming to entrepreneurs looking to open up small businesses. Now, another con is in our area is the seasonal high traffic congestion. Though most locals have figured out ways to avoid getting caught in that peak time traffic coming into and out of the area. Now, with the addition of expressways and parkways, and with the knowledge of which roads to choose and which direction to go in order to avoid traffic, most locals are able to really not be inconvenienced by traffic. Stay tuned to our channel and be sure to be on the lookout for videos that address traffic. So we most likely in the future will shoot a video on, what roads to travel when in order to not get caught in peak traffic during high seasonal times. So stay on the lookout for that. And again, subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to learn about current market trends in our area. Now, I know that we listed seasonal high traffic as a con here, but compared to the traffic in bigger cities, even the larger cities in the Carolinas, our traffic is really a minor issue. Another area of concern here is our statistically high crime rates in the area. Like most areas across the U.S., we've had issues with drug deals gone bad, car and home break-ins, and the like. Now, those issues are real, though we do point out that statistically they can be skewed due to the fact that the number of criminal events are partially higher due to Myrtle Beach being a tourism area, and a popular tourism area at that. As you would expect, we have some criminals that visit our area, as well as many citizens from all across the country and all across the world. But crime does not dominate the lives of many of our locals, and it does not feel overwhelming when you live here. I raise my children here. We have a 19-year-old, we have a 5-year-old, we have a 2-year-old, and we feel completely safe. We live in a gated neighborhood. We enjoy walks out in our neighborhood with no issues, no break-ins, nothing crazy. Yes, during high tourist times and, on Ocean Boulevard when it gets super busy, during the summers, of course, I'm on guard and I watch over my children. And as we're out and about, of course, you keep a careful eye on your family and stuff like that, but we don't live in danger. We don't feel endangered. We don't live under, some kind of overwhelming worry that, criminal activity is going to take place near us. Myrtle Beach is a safe place that I raise my children, and I'm comfortable, and my wife is comfortable raising our family here. When you live in a good area and you don't put yourself in dangerous situations, you don't go out late at night, it's highly unlikely that you're going to be impacted by criminal activity. You lower your chances more by doing what many do all across the country. You add a security system to your home, you pay attention to your surroundings, you don't put yourself in dangerous situations. It's pretty simple and pretty basic stuff. There's not like any kind of I wouldn't say that there's any kind of extreme criminal activity going on that causes us to feel overwhelmed or worried. You do the basic, simple stuff that you would do anywhere. Again, adding a security system to your home, not going out in dangerous situations late at night, not putting yourself in dangerous situations, and paying attention to your surroundings at all times. Overall, Myrtle Beach and Horry and Georgetown counties are wonderful places to live, as attested by our population growth over the past few decades. Our climate, our low cost of living, our services, and our beach lifestyle make this place where family and I want to live, and we think it's a really good place that you would like to live too. Again, if you're considering moving to Myrtle Beach or living here, tap the bell for notifications, subscribe below, and stay tuned for lots of videos that walk through our market and kind of explain what happens in real estate and in living in Myrtle Beach in this area. Thanks so much.